here rolling with the Bullens. Well, I'm over here working on the motorhome today. Got a few things done. One of them was start the motorhome up and run the furnaces and see just how well our actual propane heating system's working here. Worked very good. It was 18 degrees when I got here, and it was probably about 15 to 18 degrees inside the coach. I turned the furnace on in the front part of the coach, and it was on for maybe half hour, 45 minutes, and it brought it up to about 60 degrees, which very shocking that it heated it up that fast in here. So that's good. And also, I shut that off, let it cool back down with the windows open, of course, and got it back down nice and cold in here. Then I decided to go ahead and use my little Mr. Buddy heater just to see how well it would actually heat up the place. And you know what? I can't complain for the little Mr. Buddy, the small single propane bottle job. Let me see here. The place is kind of a wreck, but here, bear with me. This is the one I'm talking about, the little guy here. I bought that a few years ago for our bus, and it did a real good job in there without a whole lot of insulation in there. So I assumed it was going to do fairly decent in here, but it actually surprised me how well it did. So it got nice and toasty in here. It brought it up to right around the same as the furnace, you know, almost 70 degrees, and it maintained it for, I don't know, about an hour that I let it burn. So now I went ahead and shut that off. And yeah, got it cool back down to temperature, but now I have the motorhome started up again now that it's back down to temperature to charge the batteries up in the coach. And I went ahead and kicked the rear furnace on just to see how well the rear furnace does all by itself. Never hurts to have an idea of how screwed you're going to be if one of your furnaces break, or you know, if you're relying on just the Mr. Buddy heater, because you know, weather's crazy. One moment it be, you know, high of 70 if you go up in the mountains, and the next thing you know, you're in the other extreme and it's, you know, 20 degrees outside, and it gets a little chilly outside. You don't want to be without heat, that's for certain. So so far with just the rear furnace on in here, it's brought it up a good, let's see, I got it back down to about 20 degrees in here before I went ahead and fired it up on its own. And it's right around 55 degrees in here now in the front part of the coach, and I don't think that's bad for the smaller furnace that basically just throws out heat in the bathroom and the bedroom of the coach. So, really good job. So, yeah, down there put some pretty decent furnaces in here. I don't know exactly what model of furnace that's in here. I'm sure at some point I'll probably look at that and be able to give you guys a little bit more information on that. However, I did do a couple other things in here today. I tried to film it, and it just really wasn't working out with my camera today. The lighting wasn't very well. And we also lost some footage of we went to Lowe's in our previous video where we're going to get backsplash. We were originally going to go ahead and do ceramic tile and stuff like that for the backsplash in here. But we got to start thinking about it. You know, that was really going to be a mess to put in, and you know, it's going to add a lot of weight. And you know, not only that, I kind of had a problem with putting, you know, grout and stuff in, especially in a motorhome. Driving down the road, I just have a feeling that it would probably crack, and you'd probably end up losing more of your tiles than what you'd have left on the wall after a decent trip or the first good chuckle you hit down the road somewhere. So we found these things that are they're like a pill and stick tile. And let me, well, where are they at? Oh, there they are. Well, bear with me, guys. Oh, yeah, they're a pill and stick tile. Fairly easy to install. You just gotta pay attention, because if not, you let it touch the wall, it's stuck. You're pretty much SOL at that point. But here's what we went with, and these things are not exactly cheap. I think this is $7.99 for this one individual square here. So we bought, I don't know how many we bought, but we bought a few of them here. I think we bought 7 or 8 of them. I don't remember the exact price we paid the time it was all said and done, because we bought a couple other things at Lowe's. But with that being said, the 7 or 8 of these that we bought, it's not going to be enough to do our complete backsplash. I'm hoping that the Lowe's that we found these at have enough of these here for us to complete, which is not going to be a whole lot. We may need about 3 to 5 more of these just to be on the safe side, to complete the job here. But it come out pretty good. I was kind of impressed with it. And it's lightweight, so it shouldn't add a bunch of extra weight to your motorhome. And in theory, as long as the glue that they put on there from the factory is pretty good and you got a good clean surface, it should be pretty durable. It shouldn't fall off the wall. And you know, these things weigh just a few ounces per sheet, so I'm not exactly 100% sure exactly how much they weigh, but I can look into that for you if anybody wants to know. I'll dig into that and give you guys a little better idea here. Let's see here. I'm going to try to get ahead and get some light down here so you guys can see kind of what I've done. That's not really going to do it. I've only got four of these up, but here I'll get a little closer. They look good. I think they look good. You know, granted, like I said, probably look a lot better once I get the rest of them up there, but I just kind of give you guys an idea of what I've been doing today. I elected to take some time off from the never-ending battle of getting rid of all my crap, and this definitely just made me feel better to get out here and feel like I'm getting something accomplished on the motorhome today. Getting the backsplash done, checking out the heat sources, and you know, it's 18 degrees here in the Buckeye, and the motorhome really needs to be run. You know, run a motor and transmission, get the engine up to temperature. You know, that's something you should probably always do. Don't just let your vehicle sit dormant. So I'll end up moving this around a little bit here to storage, and probably go ahead, and that way the tires rotate, and then I'll put it back up on the jacks for a week or two, and then I'll come back over and do the same thing again. But wanted to get a few things done in here before January or February, because like I said, we were planning on taking a couple-week trip, and it just really depends on the vacation time, because both of us have quite a bit of vacation time left at our jobs, so we're trying to get some of that and use some of it so we don't lose it. Now her company, I believe, will buy hers back. Mine, it's either use it or lose it, so you know, I just occur again after my hire date, so I've got, I think I got 3 or 4 weeks that I've got to get rid of, and so yeah, definitely going to try to get some of that done, and if we can work it out, we're probably going to take a trip to Florida. That's what we're looking at right now. Originally we planned on trying to go to Quartzsite, but we really just didn't want to feel like we were rushed running all the way out to Quartzsite to go to the Rubber Tramp Rendezvous. So I think that's what we're just going to do. We're just probably going to go to Florida, and that way we have a little bit more time with the motorhome and put it through its paces and find out if there's anything that we really need to address before we hit the open road. I think that would probably be probably the most beneficial thing for us to do, is to do it that way. Let's see here. Yes, whoop, almost dropped you guys. Still haven't fixed the hole in the wall. I did find a couple pieces that was cut out, and managed to put them back up there. So now I have a smaller hole to mess with. So I'll probably fill that in, get the rest of that glue, that liquid nail off the wall there, sand it down, and figure out if we go with... She had said something about pallet wood, and if I said this already, I'm sorry. Just want to try to cover everything I can. But she had said something about doing like a pallet wall, which is kind of the in thing now, I guess, for most decor. Actually, I don't think it looks bad, but I'm still concerned back to the whole weight issue by putting all that extra wood on the wall back there. Because with ours not being a tag axle, we're going to lose a little bit of weight with towing our vehicle. And that also takes away from how much things you can bring with you to keep your vehicle in weight, to keep your tires and stuff from trying to bear too much weight and having blowouts and tearing up all kind of nasty stuff underneath your vehicle that you really don't want to tear up because of a blowout. And with that being said, always check your tire pressures. Make sure you got your tire pressures. You know, if you check your tire pressures cold, be careful about putting a bunch of air in them to get them back up to where you think. You know, you're about 3 to 4 pounds off, depending on a cold tire or a warm tire. Now, if you put too much air in it when it's cold, then you're going to get that tire heated up, and it's going to expand, and you're liable to blow a tire, or at least blow the tread. And in today's market with tires, I've seen passenger car tires now doing things that I had never seen them do, like peeling a cap like a semi does. And it's like, wow, okay. And let me tell you, just the level of destruction that that'll do on a passenger car. Imagine doing that with, you know, a big size tire like you have on a motorhome. So with that being said, that's my little safety thing to you guys. Just be careful with your tire pressures, and always follow what your manufacturer of your tire says you should do and how you should do it. You should probably be okay. Of course, use some common sense too. But yeah, so yeah, we're getting a few things done here in the motorhome. Also, we're playing around with different dressings for our light fixtures in here, and yeah, it's not a bad looking lampshade. Not, I guess, I don't know what I think of it. I think it's too small. I think it's too small for the fixture, and she's elected not to replace the fixtures. I think she says she's going to pardon me, we're going to take these off the wall and she's going to refinish them. Granted, it would save some money that way, but and that just, you know, really don't want something, I don't know, I guess we really didn't see anything at Lowe's and Home Depot light fixture wise that we really fell in love with it at all. So I guess, you know, if you're not real happy with something, don't spend the money on it, I guess. So I mean, I guess that's really what you should and shouldn't do, I guess. But yeah, it's coming together. Definitely makes me feel a little bit better about getting out here and getting some work done in here today. Like I said, I got to go and get a new blade for my X-Acto knife. That way I can kind of finish the little tile back here. You know, cut around the window basin, and oh, whoa, almost dropped you guys again. And of course, all your electrical receptacles and things of that nature. But yeah, it's coming along, and so's the house. And we definitely appreciate everyone who's been following us. And you know, I know we've not been putting out a whole lot of videos here lately. Hopefully that'll change, and we'll start making some videos of our actual downsizing process. Well, we've got some that's done, but they are so lengthy, and trying to get that all edited to share that with you guys is, with our jobs and our schedules, it's just getting a little hard to do at the moment. But I guess if we're going to make these videos, I guess we got to get used to it, right? Well, hopefully, like I said, we'll get some things done here, and definitely we take this trip here if we can work out the days and everything, finances to do that, you know, without taking away too much of our nest egg to you know, get out on the road, because you know, purchasing this motorhome for cash, you know, that did put a dent in our pocket, but like I said, there's definitely big benefits to that. Is we own this, we don't want any note on it, so you know, we don't have an RV payment every month like some people do, and personally I think that rocks. The less payments the better. So yeah, with that being said, don't forget to go over and check out rollingwiththebolins.com. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and don't forget to come take a ride with the Bolins guys, and we'll talk to you soon. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye.